Hey guys, I've been working on a long video, but I wanted to get this out there right away because I have a theory in it about Lala, and I think she's gonna give birth any day now, so here it is. By the way, I've heard that Lala was supposed to get her own spin-off show, but since she was so disliked this season, she actually lost the opportunity, and she was going to have her baby on the show. But I have a theory. I think that she plans on giving birth on the Valley. She totally wants to be on the show, and her birth date is in September, which they might be filming during that time, so I think that might be her big debut into the Valley. Just saying.
Look at you!
Lala,
Look so cute!
first of all, last week you just announced your pregnancy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We're due September 1st. My birthday is September 2nd.
Wow.
I'm hoping that it comes on the 2nd. Like, what a fantastic birthday gift, right? Yeah.
She planned her pregnancy through IVI, I believe, so that means that she planned when she was gonna get pregnant and when she was gonna conceive, so the baby may be born on her birthday, and that's not a coincidence. Hopefully it happens. Another thing that supports this theory of Lala wanting to give birth on the Valley and have her baby be part of the show is that she really wanted her baby to be on the show back in the day when she was with Randall, and it didn't end up happening, so it's not something that she's against. She was only not showing her baby because Randall would not let her. It's not like she didn't want to. So I don't see why she wouldn't do it now, especially when there's no partner that she has to consult with.
After over a year, Vanderpump Rules is about to return to filming. What are you most excited about returning to the show?
I'm excited to show off my baby. I'm excited about all of it. I'm excited to just interact. We're also coming out of COVID, right? Plus we're going back to a show. It's very exciting.
So yes, I think Lala will have her baby on this season of The Valley, and it will be her integration into the show. And I think she bought a house in The Valley to be on the show, but she denies it and says that she bought the house because it's all she could afford. But considering it's a $3.1 million house, that's a pretty big budget.
Are you trying to get on The Valley? You bought a house there.
I have not had any conversations about entering the Valley. I have had no thought about going on the Valley. I bought a house in the Valley because I could not afford a home that was large enough for my family with a yard in the flats of Beverly Hills. When you're ready to be a homeowner and you make what me or my friends make, you move to the Valley. That's just what you do. It was for there was nothing behind it except this is what we can afford, and it's a beautiful space for my family. We're suburban people now, I guess.
Welcome to the Valley.
Thank you.
Did you get pregnant for a storyline?
Is that really a question?
That is a question. I got it right here.
Oh my. The thing about, I don't even know how to answer this because it's such an absurd thing to say. I'm going to say, a storyline, this show we filmed 2 months out of the year.
Well, it does happen to be very convenient that she planned her pregnancy during the summer when they do film, and it's not that far off to think that this might be part of the show because, yes, I don't think she wants to have a baby for the show. Of course she wants a baby, but it is pretty nice that the pregnancy would be during filming, just saying. I would call that creative planning.
It would be crazy of me to go and prep my body and get a donor and choose single motherhood for the next 18, but really probably 21, 22, 25, 30, who the fuck knows, forever, to have one season of a storyline. It just wouldn't make much sense. No, I love being a mom more than anything. I wanted to give my daughter a sibling. I knew that I wanted them close in age, and I feel so grateful that I was able to bring a baby into the world and not have a partner. It's like the best of both worlds. That is so wild to me that that's what people are saying. But it also doesn't, it tracks because there's many people on Bravo. Mauricio and Kyle, for example, they're staging their breakup for a storyline. They're changing the dynamic of their family in 27 years of marriage for a storyline. It's absolutely absurd. No, I am not bringing a child into the world. Stretching my body in all different ways for a storyline.
Well, we see you dip into the Valley. That was cool to see you on a different show, kind of with your old castmates. I don't know. People are like, would Lala ever jump to the Valley? Because as you said, Sheena is the only one that's also a parent, and that show is more about the dynamics of family.
Yeah, I do feel like that could be a really good fit for me. And it's an organic fit. Like those people I know, I hang out with, we get our kids together, we trick or treat on Halloween.
So if I ever got the call to go and do that, of course I would not say no.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, I like the fact that they're all parents. So when you're kind of in a certain mood, they go, oh, Ocean maybe did this, or this might have happened, or she's hormonal, We're like,
Yes.
but the group I'm in now, they have no idea like what I'm even talking about.
Right. And it helps when you're in that kind of space that you're in. It helps to have the friends on a similar journey. I'm thinking you and Brittany need to create a commune.
I also have some baby name theories, so here it goes. Here's what we know. We know the name is going to start with the letter S and it's a baby girl. She said before that the name had to do with Ocean, but then she said it did not, so we're not sure about that, but she said the name goes well with Ocean. She said it's a name we wouldn't expect, but we would get it when we hear it. And keep in mind that she likes names that don't even sound like names. And she's taken some names out of the list. She said it's not Sailor and it's not going to be Sea. But she likes nature names and the kind of things you would never expect.
I know you and Sheena are not really hanging. What do you think about her baby name, Summer Moon Honey?
I named my baby Ocean. I'm in no position to comment, so it's like anything can be a name now.
Right.
I don't have a set name yet.
Okay.
And I feel like because I'm ping-ponging between a couple, what I'll do is when I see her, I'm going to know the name.
Okay. I love it.
I also, back to Bo and Stas, this is a huge deal. Huge deal.
Huge.
So, baby S, I originally had a name that started with a K. And I had told Stassi the name, and I could tell that she didn't like it. And Bo was like, isn't there a murderer named that? And I was like, no, that's the Zodiac killer. But they rhyme.
Well,
now we
She
know.
was
what
like,
it is.
I don't know. I don't know that she definitely didn't like it. And she was like, hey, I've seen you posting that it's baby S now. What is the name? And I haven't been telling anybody. But Stas, she's the vault. I told her the name. And she loved it.
Oh, that's
And she'd be
Loves
honest
stamp of
and tell you.
approval.
Yes.
Really?
Stassi's a straight shooter. That's what her podcast should be called. Not
Straight shooter.
Well, now it's just Stassi, but instead of straight up with Stassi, it should have been straight shooting with Stassi.
By the way, since we're here, Stassi did her rebrand, and Lala looks up to Stassi like massively. She kind of tries to do everything Stassi's doing. So Stassi used to be straight up with Stassi, and her rebrand changed to Stassi. So I believe Lala's rebrand is greatly influenced by Stassi, so Give Them Lala will change to Lala. Anyway, let's get back to this baby name stuff.
Oh, that's a good title. Also, I loved the K name. I did.
You did?
Same.
Yeah, people
But I
say I
like this one
like
better.
weird names though. I love this name, but I loved the K name.
The S name goes the best with Ocean. So she loved it. She was like, honestly, I love it so much that if I were pregnant right now and heard that name, I would add it to my list of names.
Wow.
She wouldn't lie, trust me, because when I told her the K name, she was like,
But she also thought it was a killer.
well, yeah, but still.
So maybe
I mean,
would have changed her opinion if she
Didn't
didn't
think it was-
think it
But
was a
she
killer.
loves murderers. I would think she would know that it was the Zodiac killer, not the Kodiak killer.
Oh, we're saying it now? Kodiak?
Yeah, we're not naming it.
I don't know that I'm going to have another baby after this. It's really kicking my ass.
Speaking of kicking your ass and your belly, it kicked yesterday. And by it, I mean she, of course.
You didn't feel it.
No, I didn't. And I was
Where
really
was
sad.
I?
So this is going to be my number one guess, and you might think I'm joking around, but I'm actually serious. It's from a movie that Lala said in season 10 was her absolute favorite, and when you hear the name, it just kind of makes sense. That's right, guys, the name is from The Lion King, and it is Simba. I can see her using it, and it's kind of cute when you think about it. This guess is kind of a stretch, but it would be really cool if I was right. My next guess is just kind of random because I think Stassi might like the name. It's Sterling, so maybe. Just thought I'd throw it in there because you never know. And here's my next actual top guess. So this is one that I really was thinking about, but I just put Simba first. It's a name that I came up with. It's not actually a name, but I think Lala might use it based on her mentality lately, and I think it works for her.
It wasn't a breakup that I was going through. I was going into a battle for Ocean. And as time passed, and I did like the season 9 reunion, which was very difficult. That was just a couple weeks after I had left my situation and was overwhelmed with information and knowing like I have to protect my 7-month-old. And then seeing people say like, you deserved this. This is your karma. When you see things like that or hear things like that, and you're looking at your baby, you develop like a different strength in that moment. It's wild. And I truly wouldn't wish that upon anybody. That time in my life was nothing short of torture. Mental torture.
So based on her intense feelings, I think she might pick the name Strong because it's a characteristic that she really values and it's something that she has to be to have a baby on her own. So I think it could be reasonable. She likes names that don't sound like names. She wanted to name her boy Utah, yes, like the state, and Rampage. So it's no doubt she likes these kind of unusual names. So I could truly see her using the name Strong for a baby girl. Our next options are my maybe names. So it's things that I just kind of was thinking about and I can't rule out. The first one is Star. It's nature related, it's cute, and Lala thinks she's a star, so why not? My next guess is based on Lala looking for peace during this pregnancy. It's Serenity.
I'm hypersensitive and emotional, especially being pregnant. To be honest, when I heard we were paused, it was like an elephant lifted off of my chest because it was like I get to create a very peaceful environment for this new baby that I'm bringing into the world. And I just feel like it's meant to be.
My next guess is probably unlikely because people would have guessed it by now, but it's Sky. I think it's cute, it's naturey, and it goes with Ocean. And I thought the other day that Soul kind of sounds pretty. It's something that Lala might use and Stassi might like too. And on that same Disney vibe, the next one is Snow. I think Stassi might like this name and it's a nature name, so maybe it could be. Our next names are going to be related to ocean names. So some of these are jokes and some of these I'm actually being super serious. Here we go. The first one is nature related and it's sunset. I think that sunsets are beautiful with oceans, so you never know. Our next ocean inspired name is Siren. I thought that Stassi might like this name because it's kind of interesting. I'm just getting super into the ocean theme right now, you guys. So maybe it could be Sand. No, I'm just kidding. That's totally a joke name. But in honor of joke names, my next one that has to do with the ocean is Ocean Spray. It's a great brand, we love it, and they have great marketing. I mean, they already have hoodies, so there you go. I'm totally kidding with these guys, and speaking of hoodies, my next one is Send It to Daryl. I mean, why not, right? Then she could promote it all the time.
You have something to send over, you can send it to my lawyer.
That's why we have counsel.
Okay? Got a little baby to take care of. I don't want to see that in the morning.
I want to see that ever.
Send it to Daryl. Daryl.
I was also thinking she might like a boy name like Stevie or Sid or something like that. So let me know what your guys' guesses are, and thank you for watching.